What's up, y'all? Flash Speaks back for another video, man. Alright, so we had them 2 games last night, you know what I mean? First, we started out with the Dallas Wings, who, despite a valiant effort by #1 pick, the most polished rookie I've seen in a long time, probably since Candace Parker, Paige Bueckers, who dropped a nice 27, some assists, made some good defensive plays, the whole 9, did everything she could. Dallas Wings fall short to the Indiana Fever, who's about to get walked down again. The Fever start off up, I think it was like 19-3, 19-8, something crazy, you know. And then they were up, I think, 12 or 13 at halftime. And then we come in the third quarter, you know, and Dallas looked like they was about to walk them down, just like the Aces did, and just like the last team they played did. But they falling short because Dallas is facing with a number of things right now. Number one, besides the obvious stuff, I mean, no Dejanay Carrington who didn't play, as well as Seagrass, you know, didn't play as well. These are 2 players that do contribute for them on a nightly basis. I think they would have fared much better had those 2 players been there, but whatever the case may be, you got the Fever missing Caitlin Clark, who most people are going to tell me make the Fever a better team. Yeah, I guess for now we'll say that, but you know, she continues to sit out and the Fever continue to win. She ain't gonna do nothing. This could be potential problems for her, but you know, we'll say she's better with them there. Like, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and act like Harry McDonald's a better player than Caitlin Clark. I'm not gonna go that far with it because I don't really believe that yet. But she is a very good, solid point guard, you know, who makes plays. And honestly, I wish Chicago Sky had Harry McDonald, to be honest with you. She played well. They did enough to win. The main star, of course, or the star, the story of the game was Kelsey Mitchell, without a doubt, who dropped over 30. I believe it was 37. Went crazy. Was just, you know what I mean, just opened up a can of whoop ass and did what she did. There is no evidence of this idea that a person makes Kelsey Mitchell better. No, Kelsey Mitchell helps to make that team better, man. She stands on her own. She's a beast, and it's time she gets credit. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. She been there the whole year, ain't missing no time, coming through, and I'm tired of people acting like she don't deserve credit for that, man. Kelsey Mitchell balled the hell out, did her thing. Without her, they're not winning. They're not winning a lot of games without Kelsey Mitchell, man. And I told them early on before the season started, man, you better not let Kelsey Mitchell go. You better not. That's the same thing, man. As a Fever workout, whatever the issues are right now, I'm hearing all types of stuff all over the place, man. You got Sophie Cunningham making statements that people interpret it in different ways. Most people are interpreting like that there's a split locker room. I wouldn't be surprised, man, when you got a situation like that where you got certain players, man, getting favoritism, and you know, getting all this damn attention and all that kind of stuff, and then you got other players coming in that have done stuff and accomplished things in their career. They getting all the flack and getting all the BS from the fan base or whatever. That can create a type of environment that if you don't have really a nice, sound, strong culture, that you can have those problems. So I'm not surprised with that, especially when the marquee player is not like noted for being a great leader necessarily. I don't remember anybody saying that marquee player is a great leader. Like, even when you know, Kate Money Martin last year was on the Aces, she just straight made the statement that Angel Wilson is the greatest leader she ever been around. So I mean, you know, I'm not surprised by any of that type of stuff, because it's very important, man, that, you know, for a locker room to not have a bunch of turmoil and a bunch of stuff like that, that there's leadership coming from you know, coaches and star players, man. So, you know, none of that stuff surprises me, what's going on. But the Fever is able to hold on, beat Dallas Wings. Now the challenge is going to be, do they beat better teams? That's going to be the challenge, man. As far as Dallas go, the question for me is, what is wrong with Enrique? Like, what is up with Enrique, man? I don't understand. Enrique was one of the players, man, that I had as a top 10 player in the league. Um, just from the standpoint of the skill set that she has, the ability to score pretty much, on all levels. Get hers whenever she wants to get it. This year, it's just not looking like the same old Enrique. Numbers are down. Um, efficiency is still a question. Impact on winning is absolutely a question. It's crazy, man. I'm one of the people that feel like I wanted to see her and Paige work out well. Because I feel like if you get them two to work out well, with each of the players doing whatever they have to do, you can have something special. Um, I'm not surprised that Enrique's kind of hard to play with, but I thought Paige Bueckers is the type of player anybody can kind of play with, and you can kind of see that. The girl doesn't have like a selfish bone in her body that I can detect. She definitely can run that point, can run the two, play off ball, whatever it is you need, kind of her to do. From what I've seen, she's been able to do it. Willing defender, all of those different things. Now, unfortunately, I'm hearing that she's not playing tonight. Supposedly a knee that she's kind of been dealing with a little bit. Maybe they're avoiding back-to-backs. I get it. You're probably not winning much anyway, the way it looks. So, I guess it'll be on Enrique tonight to see if she could possibly get them a win. Overall, the team I feel like has been playing better gradually. But it's just something about, man, that fourth quarter execution a lot of times in games, who's going to take the last shot, goofy defensive mistakes, turning the damn ball over, just things that bad teams do. Not challenging plays when they should be challenged, so on and so forth. That frankly, I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, so anyway, we got the next game with the Chicago Sky. I don't know, man. Look, there's a couple ways you could look at it. One way, without Camila Cardoso, this is the way I just run it down. Without Camila Cardoso, the Chicago Sky went out there, put forth a hell of an effort, against the Valkyries, a team that I still feel like can get got because they're young. They're not necessarily the youngest team, but they're a new team, and they don't have the most. They shouldn't have the most continuity, but what they are is a well-built roster, with athletes and shooters and hungry players, man. That have really probably been the story of the league. They're selling out pretty much all the time right now. I'm hearing that they're the most valuable franchise right now in the league. So there's a lot of excitement around them. And they got some players that are balling, man. And Kayla Thornton is balling. You got Monique Billings putting in good minutes. You got the Saloon that is just shooting the lights out some nights. You got Chen, the point guard, doing the thing. I believe she's been backing up, of course, the other one, Burton, who's from what I've seen is playing well. Way better than I thought. I had the Valkyries finishing dead last beginning of the season. Boy, am I wrong. And I see no reason to think that they'll fall off. They're pretty tough, man. They're top 5 in a number of very key categories that I value very much. Among them, defense. Among them, like scoring efficiency, stuff like that, turnovers, causing turnovers. Those types of things, man, will produce a good team if you can be consistent with it. So I can't say enough about the Valkyrie team. I can't say enough about how wrong I was about them, coming into the season. As for the Chicago Sky, look, this was a winnable game. The referees were absolutely atrocious and horrible. I know this is nothing new. It is new for me to complain about it because I don't really like it, especially when you have teams like the Chicago Sky that are struggling, trying to get themselves out of a hole. They're on the road. It's like, come on, they don't need the bullshit from the referees. Like, I just, as a league, I don't understand it. Why are you allowing, a player like Angel Reese, who is a marquee player in this league, despite with all the haters, with all these known basketball, knowing, understanding what a winning fucking player looks like type of individuals, talking all they bull crap, don't know they talking about. They get cooked every damn time they try to debate somebody, right? Despite all of them, she's a marquee player in this league who is going hard, like trying her level best, putting forth better energy than anybody out there. That's completely seen in her damn numbers. 18 rebounds again. I mean, come on, man. I wouldn't be shocked if she averaged, one day 17, 18 rebounds a game. She is amazing. The greatest rebounder probably this league has ever seen. It's ridiculous how just it's nothing to her. Chipped in a nice 17 points, I believe, or 18 points, one or the other. She just had a hell of a game. But to think that she goes out there and just don't get foul calls, and you talking about a player that oftentimes is playing in the trenches, that's doing the hard work, the real shit, man. And I'm seeing them out here giving all these ticky-tack foul calls on these bullshit moving screens, on all this bullshit like jump shooters. Like they'll call a foul. And this is the same problem in the NBA, so it isn't like it's just a WNBA thing. The NBA, a guy be down there doing the muscle work, and he'll have people slapping his hands, slapping his wrist, throwing body on him. He won't get a call on the post. But you sit out there, you do a punk ass jump shot, a step back, a fucking three or some shit like that, and they'll call a foul on that. Like, this is ridiculous, man. It makes the game almost unwatchable to me. I was like so disgusted last night with the officials, man, and during the game against the Valkyries. It's like, I don't want to be out here saying, they want Chicago to lose, but man, that home cooking was so evident and obvious, man. Like, damn, if you're gonna do it, at least do it in a way where it's not just that damn obvious, man. That was ridiculous. But it's the same old thing, man. Chicago out there, Angel Reese balls out. We need more from Ariel Atkins. We just do. I'm glad to see Haley Van Lith getting more minutes. I think she's steadily getting there, confidence steadily growing, starting to knock down the three ball a little bit better. We had a better effort from Kia Nurse, but this is the thing with players like that. Once in a while they do that, go out there and make 4 threes or something like that. Then they go around to be shit the next day. So I don't expect anything different. I don't expect this is a turnaround. The Kia Nurse is going to be consistent or anything like that. So really, you got to depend on like Ariel Atkins. Like, for us to get through this here situation, listen, even with Camila Cardoso, for this team to turn it around, like I've said, you need 18 to 20 points from Ariel Atkins every night. And I don't want to hear just because she's a 16-point scorer over her career, she hasn't done it. Motherfucker. Freaking Kennedy Carter gave us 19 every night. She's not a 19-point career scorer, so that don't mean nothing to me. No, take more shots. Be more aggressive. Get to the hole. I understand these officials are shit. And I know they're not giving out, they're not calling fouls on players that they should call them on, and they call them on BS, stuff that they shouldn't. And I see it. But, look, that shouldn't stop you from being aggressive. Still go for it. Try your best. Let, the ownership do that. Jeff P should be right in the damn office, right? He should be right in Engelberg or whoever the hell you got to write. Whoever handles the officiating and telling them about it. This shit is bullshit. We shouldn't be going out there, trying our level best to turn our season around. But we got to sit here and deal with bullshit ass referees who got ego issues, or they got problems where they out here just wanting to fucking, because that flagrant foul call on Angel Reese was fucking atrocious. Like, I'm tired of watching shit like that, man. I was ready to just turn that off. Like, I don't have time for that. This stupid ass policy of, we don't consider whether or not, it was intentional or not is some stupid ass shit. They need to get rid of that shit, because that's human life, right? There's a difference between like a crime that's being committed on purpose and a crime that's done by mistake, right? Even in murder, there's a damn difference. Like, if I premeditate a murder, I'm going to go out and I'm going to kill somebody, whatever. I get first degree. Depending on the state you're in, I could be up for anything from the damn death penalty down to life in prison, okay? Then you have where it's a mistake, right? Where I'm not I'm not paying attention, or I lapsed in judgment or something like that. It's called manslaughter, right? So you got second degree, you got manslaughter, where it's a mistake, okay? Here, it can get anything from maybe 1 to 3, some type of probation or something, or in other cultures, it'd be blood money that you pay, but there's something to it. It can't all be fucking equal. That's illogical, it's fucking stupid, and it's hard to watch, man. Like, it's hard to watch. Like, they got to get rid of that, right? Because Angel Reese is slapping for the ball. The damn fucking player is going towards Angel Reese's hand and ran basically into her hand, and she gets hit, and they called it a flagrant. Like, this is dumb. Like, that's not how, like, I understand you want to make the game safer, but that's not how it's done. What the fuck can a player do about that right there? Because if you get a certain amount of flagrants, then you suspended somebody. So you mean to tell me if I go out there and make a couple of mistakes where the other team is just, they looking to see fragrance where motherfuckers are tripping on their own feet, and then the other player trying to jump out the way, and it's because they get hurt now they looking for flagrants. Like that's just bullshit, man. Like y'all, the problem is you punk ass fans out here acting like y'all some punk ass damn fans, man. Right around here calling for making videos about they just because Caitlin Clark is got a quad injury, or she got a whatever the fuck she's supposed to got, a groin or whatever. Like y'all so stupid. Listen, man, it's sports. Like most of the injuries that people are acquiring, it's not coming from those things, man. Somebody bumping you or being physical play or anything like that. Most of that comes from just running, right? Like fucking track stars, okay, who have no contact, non-contact sports like track stars. They pull hamstrings, okay? They have injuries to their quads. They have injuries to their knees. All of these types of things. That's called sports. It doesn't have to be contact or not. Most injuries, like in football, a lot of times, especially the major ones, the ACLs, the MCLs, and all that type of stuff, non-contact injuries. We just had a damn finals in the NBA where Tyrese Halliburton goes down. All non-contact shit. It don't come from somebody hitting you. That's not how you're going to stop. That's not how you're going to prevent injury. That's not how it's done. Players typically like that who are going to prevent injuries, this is through what? Exercises, this is through sports science, this is through physical training, this is through eating well, all of those different things. I'm going to give you a case in point. Jalen Hurts, for example. If you can go remember back to the game against the LA Rams, this dude got tackled from behind. And he had his whole entire leg caught up under his ass, okay? And he falls back, and it just buckled his damn knee right there. And he was hurt for that game a little bit, but he was able to come back the next week. And then why is that? It's because Jalen Hurts has a regimen of squatting. And this guy, as we know, you can squat 600 pounds, right? So trust me, if that was any other quarterback who wasn't a squatting quarterback, his whole knee would have been shattered, right? This is an example where weight training prevents injury. These things are scientifically known, okay? But you want to have these punk ass fans out here acting like there's some connection to the bullshit play with J.C. Sheldon where Caitlin Clark is being just as physical as J.C. Sheldon. If you don't see that, you're a lying ass clown, right? And stuff like that, acting like she's hurt from that, right? That ain't why she's hurt. She's hurt probably because she keep doing that dumbass step back three. That's probably what gave her the damn quad strain, because it herky jerk dumbass move, right? That's probably what did it. If you want to be for real. So that's probably what annoyed me the most about that second game was that dumbass calling injuries. Because it's like they're trying to rack up. It seems to me like they really having a considered effort to try to rack up as many technical fouls against her as possible. They never give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm tired of this dumbass shit, right? And I'm going to really start cooking them here, man. I've been being nice, right? But I'm going to really start cooking them, and I'm start cooking you punk ass fans out here making these punk ass videos about these types of things, right? Nobody respects that shit, man. Right? This is sports. It is what it is, man. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be soft tissue injuries. There's going to be all of that, man. That's just how it goes. Man. So, that's what annoyed me the most about that second game. Good effort by the Chicago Sky. I will say that I think they've been playing better overall, but, if you're going to do anything for this year, you got to figure out a way to close them games out, man. It's just that simple. Still got to get better with these rotations. You still got a lot of Rachel Banham out there, sticking people that she can't stick. She is a cone out there that you can just dribble around and dribble through. Can't stop anything, not even a damn nosebleed. Tired of seeing her out there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Really, we just keep getting back to the same issue with Chicago Sky. They probably simply just don't have the roster, But I guess, man, I'm glad to see Angels playing better. She's putting together a nice little streak right now. Camilla was. Can't wait till she gets back. Because with Camilla, we probably win that game now that I think about it. You know what I mean? Because with Camilla out there, there's a lot of easy points, easy buckets that the Chicago Sky can get that aren't normally available. Because yesterday, they probably made more threes than normal. So that ain't going to happen every night. So you need Camilla to come back providing the easy buckets, man. And I don't know. That's pretty much all I got, man. And Yeah, and then Tyler Marsh, of course, doing stupid things. And shout out to Showtime on Point Sports. When we were watching it, he pointed it out, and he made a video about it first. So I'm gonna shout him out. This is the truth. I believe it was like down to about 20 some odd seconds left of the game, and then Tyler Marsh, the damn Valkyrie have the ball. If the time would have ran down to zero, even if you'd have caused, say, maybe a 20-second violation, there would have been 8 seconds left still for the Chicago Sky to score in a one-score game. I believe they were down 3. Fouling made absolutely no sense because they go to the free throw line. Now they're up 5, and you put yourself in a bigger hole. That was just a rookie mistake as a coach. It was very stupid, and I can't believe none of the coaches on the sideline called him out or anything like that. I don't get how the math worked for him. The only thing you could hope is that a player goes up there and misses both free throws. That's the only best case scenario, so that you can save maybe 14 seconds. I don't know, but why would you risk that? Unless you know someone with the worst, unless it's in the hands of the worst free throw shooter that they have, somebody that's like 50% or something like that. It was a very stupid move, because worst case scenario, they make all 3 down 5. Now it's almost impossible to win the game unless you go out there and shoot 2 threes, get it. Now you got to score twice. Man, we need this guy to grow up real quick when it comes to coaching. That was horrible, and same old Chicago Sky, man. So, whatever. I'll get with you folks later, man. Peace out.